Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Diamond Fringe from CZT LaJuania Dorman. I hope I pronounced that at least close. All right. This is a neat one, and I can see many uses, many themes that this could fit in. All right. Now, starts off with, because it's, well, you know what, though? I mean, while it's, looks like a ribbon or a border tangle, you could just draw multiples of these, one on top of the other and make it a fill in. Woo! That could be neat, but we're just going to do the border. All right, so a line and the second line. All right, and this one, she has us starting with putting some little orbs spaced on both of the lines. Let me see if I can get a sort of an even number here. Okay, I'll do it similar to what I did on my version of the step out. I'll get 5 of them in here. And there we go. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Okay, next. We're going to connect the dots. And what I decided to do, I took my normal liberties on my version of the step out to separate some steps out. In this one, I found it really easy to just make diagonal lines. And I mean, you can start whichever direction is best for you. But going diagonal, right? And then diagonal the other way. And I found doing it this way is an easy way. Let's see. Well, I can decide if I want to finish that off on the other sides or not. Probably. You know me. All right, so let's see. I should have gone along with, okay. As I was doing it, when I have the groove of the, oh, that's nice. Let's get this one. Of the angle when I do the partials. That's just how I like to do it, but it still works out good. Alrighty. Yeah, it would not have set right with me if I had left those last two open. Okay, next. Whichever way you want to be up, I suppose. I'm going to start here in the middle, or not in the middle, one over from this. I'll do that one last. And we're just going to do a nice C-shaped curve line like that, going up. Like so. And then, yeah. Okay, so we have it this way. Then, and I'm considering this the bottom row because this kind of divides it. So in my mind, top row, bottom row. So on this bottom row, and you can decide how big of a space you want to do this, but we'll just put C-shaped curve lines going the opposite direction and fill those in. So looking at the step out and then the sample, you can see it doesn't matter whatever size, however big you want this. I kind of think of this as the decorating phase, and she only has one sample, and then of course Linda has her sample up above, and honestly, even with this point, I think of it as the decorating phase. So, you can play with it however you want, but I do like to follow the step out for us. Okay, then we're just going to put some nice lines in both sections, and it's the sections where the triangles are going, the similar direction. And what I decided to do, well, I would have liked if that had come from the middle, but it didn't. Pen's fault. It's a new pen. It's flipping all over the place. So I like to do one coming down the center and then subdivide this section as close as possible. subdivide-ish, we'll say. And do that with all of these. Yep, and sometimes it just doesn't want to cooperate. But that's all right. Okay. And then on the bottom ones, same thing. I mean, you take a look. It seemed like it was. Well, let's see. Let me take that back. Well, on some of them, and it could have been, same thing. Some of them looked a little bit different, like as if she was starting from here. But I'm going to just pretend like I'm starting from the top here, even though you don't have to redraw that. But doing similar. And you know what? Hindsight, I should probably have done this step as a step and then do the fill in. That could make sense. And if yours are bigger and you can fit in more lines or however you want to do, of course. Of course. And that one's going to kind of go down there and here. And then this one's going to have one just here. And then the last step is she has a little scallop. And the scallop on the bottom line kind of connects all of these little points. So kind of like wherever you have endings. And also, it's a really great kind of course corrector for things like that, where you go over the line like that. It's just super cute. It really is. And again, do take a look at the For More Inspiration link for that purpose. And then to read the story, because it's really, it's neat that the stories are included. All right, I had a thought on shading a little bit different than, well, that sure could use to be sharpened, couldn't it? I don't have much of this pencil left. Oh, that helps. Okay. All right. Here I had this thought after I was playing with it on the step out, my version, and I'm like, as you can see, I'm putting graphite on the outsides of this, kind of like on the outsides of that original zigzag that we created. Oh, this one has a lot on it, but let's see if I can go light. And then I'm going to go the other direction. And oh, I like it so far. Okay. And if you're asking yourself why turn the tile, why only do one side? Well, it's because I like to keep the tip of the pencil and the tortillon on this on the line that I don't want to go over. And that way I'm not reaching on the other side. Now sometimes I do it. I break my own, my own rules, but it's usually just when I feel like being lazy. or I'm overconfident for a minute. It's like, oh yeah, I can reach over. It's like, no. It's just nice to see the line again that you don't want to go over. And I've heard Rick describe it as putting the tip of the tortillon or the pencil on the line where you want it the darkest, which that same idea really. And it does keep that graphite right there. Okay, now let's take a look. Oh, I like it. And I think I shall still, because I started off, let me look. I'm debating. You don't want to have too much graphite, but you know what? Let's just do a thicker line there. Let's grab. Oh, let's just use the. The graphic one, and just redefine this. Wait, let me just stop there. Look at the difference that makes. It's something that I work to remember to do, is like when if I'm just not happy with things, just as kind of like a checklist. I should put it in a checklist format, shouldn't I? That might be a good idea. Um, my mental checklist, it's like, well, redefine a line, make a line thicker if you're not happy, because it could serve a nice purpose, and I like it. And I'm tempted to do, but I'm not going to do that bottom row because it has the little scallops there, and I think it might. Oh, I could do it above so it doesn't interfere with them, but I think I like it like that. Yeah, just interesting. I was thinking about putting graphite under there, but there's not a lot of room, and don't want to have the graphite remorse. So, yeah, really neat tangle. Lots of fun. And again, looking at the the samples, and I include Linda Farmer's on Tangle Patterns because she does that little thumbnail, and and sometimes really good ideas there too. In fact, she didn't do the scallops; she just made a bigger orbs up on top, and then bigger orbs on the bottom, and that's kind of neat too. So and she had a C-shaped curve line going the opposite direction on that top, so that's neat. And like I say, just play, have fun, do what you want. Um, it's really neat. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. In the description section, you will find the links to the step outs, and then below that is my link tree. And when you click on that, you'll find all of my social media, website links, everything you could ever want, and more. And let me highlight a couple of items. Number one, if you would like to tangle with other tanglers. Oh, we tangle online every Thursday. It's free. Well, unless there's holiday or schedule issues, which is not very often. But we do 2 times a day, and we might take a tangle like this or this and something else, and just see how much fun we can have with it in an hour. And like I said, those are free. It's called Tangle Time. You will see those listed on my website if you click on the classes/sessions link. And then, like I said, those are free. I do have other ones on Tuesdays, generally are paid, or I have one that's free. That's on the 3rd Tuesday. That is Tough Tangle Tuesday. And then the first Tuesday is always reserved for my Tangle Addicts membership club. It's a paid club. It's kind of like a subscription to all of the online content that we do, all of the classes. You just get automatically registered for anything. Information is there. There's a link. So if you really love tangling, and it's not a bad deal. If you tangle a lot and you like to take a lot of classes, and it's just fun. Anyway, you can look at that if you are interested. But do if if you'd like to belong to a tangle community that is super supportive and very active, we'd love to have you. When you click on that link, there are 4 questions that you must answer in order to gain entry. And let's see, what else do I want to highlight? Classes that I think that's about it. So yeah, if I forgot something, watch tomorrow. Watch yesterday's. I don't. It's only scripted in my head, so that way I don't know. I just don't like to have it sound contrived. I could just record something and play it, but that's no fun. All right. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.